J4U podcast.
Hello. Hey. What's happening?
We're back.
Yep, in the new style.
In a new style.
I'm really excited for this.
Yeah.
We tried this out in the episode 20 charity live stream version of the podcast, and I really enjoyed it. So we're bringing it back. We're trying it out right now, and hopefully it works. I mean, in my opinion, it looks really nice, and I wish you guys could see what Luke and I are seeing right now.
Yeah.
Just because we got the 3 monitors up. There's 2 cameras now, which I'll explain in a little.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Weird.
it's really neat to me. What do you think, Luke?
It looks really cool. I have to mention though, because I am as pale as milk, my face is like blindingly bright for some reason.
Yeah, well, that's the window right there then.
Good point. Good point.
All right.
Oh.
Well,
Yeah,
before we get too far into this, I'm gonna go ahead. We're also monitoring audio right now, which is why, Luke, I noticed you took out your earbud to talk.
Yeah. I did that because I was like, this is making me feel uncomfortable.
See, I've just kind of gotten used to this kind of stuff. Cause
Yeah, I'm still getting used to it. I'll get used to it at some point, but it's not today.
Yeah, can you tell that I'm trying to talk, but at the same time I'm listening to what we've already said in the playback to listen to make sure all of our voices are balanced. It's an acquired skill.
Yes, I know what you mean. I think.
Yeah.
I can't.
You're just trying to concentrate on one thing at a time here.
Yeah, like I'm hearing, like if I hear something that's small and indistinct, I'm just like, okay, that's not important.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, it's just like I can't. It's like I know what you mean. I'm hearing my own voice now, and I'm feeling depressed.
Jesus, man. Fuck.
Alright, well, I'm gonna turn off that playback and then we'll get started because we got some good stuff to talk about here.
Yeah, we got a lot of stuff. Like
We do? Yes, we do, yeah. Comic-Con.
And I've got some stories. Also, hello, Warpath 259. I thought that said forward. I was like, what?
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh, the chat thing is really cool. Seeing it on the TV there. Not used to that. That's neat. Okay.
That's
Really?
what to see.
Yeah.
Yeah, like on here we got like the massive screen that's now we can see in perfect detail like the guy's name and like what he said and all that, which is good.
In fact, Raphael, let me send you a picture of what we see right now. So you can kind of see what we're missing out on here.
Yeah.
That's a better angle.
Yeah, that's better.
Hey, cheese! Click!
Chez.
I'll send that to you here in a sec, Raphael. But yeah, episode 21 of the J4U podcast. We are here.
21.
Haha,
Wow.
memes. 21. Get it?
No,
See,
stop.
by the time we had episode 2 uploaded, I never thought we'd get to episode 20.
Yeah.
Okay,
Me neither. I thought we'd just get to like, you know, episode 10, then we'd be done, and then we come back in 4 years like, hey guys, remember us?
A 4-year hiatus.
Because, I mean, we did episode 1, and then it was like 6 months later before an episode 2 came out.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous.
Oh,
Yeah, it was weird.
So,
it's weird looking back at it now and all that, like, you know, what it used to be now.
Yeah.
It's just this.
Well, and episode 2 was the first episode that, like, either of you were on for a podcast.
Oh yeah, that was. I heard a big ding sound, so I wasn't sure.
That was Nick sent me the.
Oh,
no, I want to see it.
That was funny. I heard the sound, and I also felt my pocket vibrate. So I was like,
so you had to wait. Was that me? Did I just ruin this? Oh no!
I was kind of like,
yes, you did.
No. It was like,
yeah, that is weird.
No, it was like I heard the sound, and then it felt vibrate. It's like, what? How does that work?
Witchcraft.
It's like, it's the glitch in the Matrix.
Yeah.
Oh,
so,
God.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Whoa!
But it's crazy.
Fuck.
With that said, not only are we on episode 21, we're almost at our 5-year birthday.
Oh yeah, it's your birthday.
We're turning 5? Shit.
I know, it's crazy. We can start kindergarten. Right?
Yes, I can.
I mean, we're a little early.
I want to eat paste. I want to eat all the acrylic paint.
Yo, nap time.
I want to eat all of that.
Nap time. Oh yeah.
I want to eat all the paint, all the color, all the crayons. I want to eat everything.
You want to know what's weird? The only thing I remember from kindergarten was for some reason just putting sand in my hair, and I don't know why.
Putting sand?
Maybe it was
See,
just...
when people talk about their favorite parts of kindergarten, that's not what I typically hear.
That's the thing, it's not.
Wait, I got a funny
I just don't
story,
remember.
I remember.
I just don't remember
When I
anything
was
else.
Hold on.
Oh, okay.
I got a story. I got
Okay,
a story.
go for it.
I got a story. I think when I was like little, when I was like 5, you know those small dodgeballs? Those small ones?
Okay.
I put them in
God.
my chest and I just said I had boobs.
I
What
think
grade?
everybody did that at some point.
They were very busty.
Wait, I was
They
gonna say,
were nice.
what grade are you in at this point? Like, when you did that?
I was in kinder.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah.
So those would be like double D's for a kindergartner, right? Like, there's
Yeah.
no...
Let's not
Yeah.
get into that.
Yeah, let's
It's getting weird.
avoid that. I just checked the
Avoid that
calendar on my
bullet.
phone, and yeah, this podcast is actually going to come out the day before our birthday.
Sweet.
So, happy birthday!
Happy birthday,
Give us
21.
gifts.
20.
Give us gifts.
Give us your
Give
money.
us gifts.
Hey, your
us your
subscription
money.
and views are gift enough.
I guess.
No,
me.
I need more. I need more views. Shut up. We need more views.
There's not
You
enough
don't
money
speak
in
for
the
me.
world.
Well, yeah, we won't get into this, but oh my gosh, views have been crappy this week. We were just like,
No.
"Brrr," and then this week happened, and I was like, "Brrr." I was like, that's a behind the scenes conversation.
That's
not
what I
right
want.
now.
Give me views. That's what I want for this birthday. Give me views.
Give us all the views.
So, first thing on the agenda here is let's talk about the fact that the pre-recorded tag is up. We are technically live streaming it,
Yeah.
but it's not at our normal Saturday time.
Yeah, it's like
It's,
a different time.
Yeah.
It's
Monday.
at the it's at the very exciting time slot of Monday at 3 p.m.
Monday at 3.
Everybody.
That's
Monday,
basically-
Monday.
Oh God.
That would basically be like an Adult Swim showtime if it wasn't for the fact it was 3 p.m.
Yeah.
Like Monday at 11 p.m.
Everyone's
Yeah, but here's the
favorite
thing. They
TV
don't really
time.
like talk. They just like use text. Like like, well, it's Monday.
Yeah.
Fuck, and then they talk about some other random shit, which is I gotta say really funny, but
Yeah.
same
Actually,
time.
you know what?
Yeah.
I say that, yet I stayed up for like whatever day it was when Samurai Jack showed up, and I was like,
Oh, yeah.
fuck that. I'm staying up.
Dude, I always like watch it on YouTube. That someone always puts it by parts, and I'm like, oh yeah.
That's how I actually watched
Every
it because I couldn't get
every
it on
Sunday
Adult Swim.
morning.
Yeah, pretty much.
But the reason
Except-
why we're doing this episode of the podcast on a Monday and not a Saturday at 3 is because last Saturday I took the afternoon off, which I haven't done ever.
Yeah.
So that's kind of a first for me. And on top of that, this coming weekend, I will be getting my wisdom teeth taken out.
Oh
So
boy, that
if
sounds
you
like
thought I
Make
was...
a video about that. Make a video.
It will be
Make
part
a
of the
video
J4U
about that.
vlog.
Hey Nick, will it be a live stream of your wisdom teeth being taken out?
God, no.
Like, hey guys, welcome to my live stream of getting my wisdom teeth out. Let's do this, and then like you say really stupid stuff and racial slurs.
Yeah, no, it's just like the
It just
entire.
gets really
Again,
bad.
that
Quick.
comes after surgery. So it's like
I
the
know.
live stream would be hours of me either unconscious or in pain getting teeth pulled.
My favorite.
So, anyway, but yeah, so
My
that's
favorite
why
thing.
we're not doing a live stream this coming Saturday either.
But
This
it'll be
podcast
so
is it.
funny.
Aw.
It'll be so funny, Just like
You have a
Nick, like,
weird
"Ah,
sense
Nick,
of
what do you gotta
humor."
say? Ah.
If you think it's funny watching someone get their teeth yanked
Hey,
out.
Nick,
No, I mean at the part
you know what,
after,
you know what
like,
I think
after you
about?
got the surgery.
You say that, but like, I feel like if you did do that, there would be like shit tons of views on it for some reason. Like,
There'd either
Yeah,
be a
Nick.
lot or none. There's
yeah.
no middle ground in that kind
there'd
of
be
thing.
a lot of weird fetishists in there. I'd feel in the
God
comments.
damn it.
Just saying.
That's
just
what
saying.
Deviant.
Is that gonna be
Luke,
the
that's
new?
what Deviant art is for.
I thought
That's
you
what
said-
it's
I-
for.
I almost thought you said Deviant cunt, and it was like, what? What? It's like,
No.
what's that? But yeah,
That's
like,
what Deviant art is for. You put your word kinky shit, and then
Yeah,
you
but it's
accidentally
not
scroll,
real.
and then you get scared.
it's not real, Raphael.
Anyway,
It's real.
so moving on.
It's real.
With this setup, something we have now is the table cam. So
God.
you guys can actually see the table. Why is that interesting? Well, we got a little bit of a
not?
Lootcrate unboxing, so you guys can
Oh,
see
we
the
do?
Loot Crate. Yeah.
More like a dude crate.
I call the lamest thing in there.
Oh, I'm sorry, you're
Call
not
it.
here.
Yeah, you're not
I
here.
know. Future
Luke,
me can
do
get
you
it.
see
Future
the green
me.
scissors over there? Could you
Yes.
just go over, kind of just scooch over
I call
and grab
dibs on
those?
those green scissors.
Alright, and then we're gonna open this so that both the main cam and then the table cam can see the stuff actually inside. So let's snip,
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 dip.
snip, itty, dip. Awesome.
You're having fun sniffing that.
Yeah, who wouldn't?
It's
Alrighty,
a
let's.
burger.
Oh, Raphael, you're gonna wish you were here, buddy. Oh wow.
What?
Okay. So
What is it?
first thing for the table cam
Oh shit!
is
Oh my
I
God.
don't even know what
What?
this is.
What?
It's Dick and Morty.
Yeah, it's a Rick and Morty. I don't know if it's a statue or let's show this to
God
the table cam
damn it!
here. So table cam can see it in all its glory.
Do I have to run there? I will run there.
You just
Here,
like
go
see,
ahead and cut that open.
it's like
Let's
for,
see what it is.
for the
actually.
entire time like Raphael's gone like running here, you just see like a little montage of him running as like Chariots of Fire plays like faintly in the background.
And I'm actually gonna wear
You
this
want to
shirt.
run there? I can run there.
It's
Sure, whatever.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles t-shirt, which
Oh,
works
cool.
because our
Nice.
channel's turtle themed. So 5 years on YouTube, baby.
Hey.
Wait, send me a link to that Rick and Morty.
5-year
Send me a
hype.
link to that.
Ugh.
Just take a picture of it.
Yeah, I'll send you a picture
so
on
table
that.
cam can see the t-shirt here, hopefully. Luke, you might have to do a
run.
better job than I can with that when you're done cutting that out.
Look at it. Look at it.
Aha.
Oh, it's
I can't-
glorious.
I can't see it.
Anyway.
So you can watch it on the live stream.
Yeah,
also.
we're doing this live, Raphael. It's not like you can't see it.
Should I
I'd rather just.
open this
Fine.
or just keep it in the box?
I'll open it.
Keep
Let's
in
see
the
what it
box.
is.
Yeah.
Damn it!
But you know what's actually funny?
Hmm.
I was watching. There's a show that's been doing new episodes, and they basically did a sequence that was just the box scene from Seven. Except
All right,
it's-
I'm watching.
Except instead instead of a head, it was just cherry pie, and then everyone was happy at the
Nick,
end.
you're blocking. Okay. I see a statue. I see like a box.
Yeah. Oh, take it
It's a
out.
bo-
Take it out of
Look
that
at
box. Woo, that is awesome.
Ugh.
He's
I can't
doing the
believe
middle
that-
finger. Oh my god.
That's why. Did you see the explicit content thing? They were covering up
Oh,
him
yeah.
flipping off the box artist.
Oh yeah.
Do I have to run?
Look at it. Look at it.
That is so awesome.
That's amazing.
And what do we have here? Oh, a Bob's Burger. Oh my gosh.
Bob's Boygas.
Recipes from
Ooh.
Bob's Burgers.
Oh, for
Oh,
jo-
that's cool.
for joke burgers.
Yeah, let's go ahead. Show that to the cam there, the table cam. This table cam is such a good idea,
Yeah.
honestly.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Ooh!
Let me see that statue.
He's gonna flip
Yeah.
off the camera.
Lower.
I don't
Can
care.
you- Yeah.
Let me just
that
have a
should be good.
look.
Well, yeah.
I,
We'll
I,
see soon enough on the preview.
I kind of just like if there was any way to just have like one of the cameras just be like,
Hey, Luke, put your water in a nice little cozy. Because there's
oh
two of
boy.
them here. We got two of them here. So we're both gonna
Yes,
see if we
it's Slurm.
can... It smells funky.
I need
though.
to know, guys. I need to know. Do
Oh,
I have
look.
to run?
So there's
Do
maybe
I have
to
also just kind of put it back in the frame. Here, let me get it because I have a better view of
Oh.
this. Okay, so just so the table cam. There you go. Now the table
It
cam
is.
can kind of see it.
Yeah, I'm always bad at like guessing like the angle that a camera would be, and also this is very awkward to try to put into this.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna. Yeah, just squeeze the water bottle a little bit, and it'll go. Let's
There we go.
stand up Rick right here. Just kind of.
Yeah, he'll be flipping off the camera for the entire
There
time.
you go. Now
That's
you
my
can see it.
dream.
It's my reality's come true, and I think there's like, I don't know what this is actually. If it's just like a,
That's the stand for. Oh my gosh, that's the stand for him. Just
A
stand him
stand.
up.
it's
Well, yeah, that's
Stand
how
on the
you stand
stand.
Rick up.
Yeah. There I was trying to stand him up against the box, and meanwhile they sent
Yeah,
us
I
an
can-
actual stand.
yeah.
I can see
Oh my
that.
gosh, the podcast you aren't here, Raphael. You want to know what the theme is?
What?
Animation.
Okay, that's it. I'm running there.
That is hilarious. Oh my gosh, it's the one you're not here for, and it's animation.
God,
Guys,
this
I
isn't-
feel like I have to run.
What a great start to the new podcast layout.
if
That
you-
is awesome.
You can run here if you feel like it's not gonna take all that long.
It's gonna
though.
take him a while.
Like how
It's gonna
far
be
away?
like 15 minutes.
I guess, but
But yeah.
ah,
Well, we already talked about that whole thing.
Bye bye.
it fell.
Anyway,
It-
yeah, go ahead, take it. Ooh, wait a second.
What's it got?
Is that who I thought it was? No, it wasn't. Okay.
Who's
yeah,
in-
this is the booklet, but do you see the title of the booklet?
Animation, 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 animation,
That's
animation,
awesome.
animation.
Oh my goodness.
Guys, I'll be back.
I'll be back.
Look at the inside of that
Oh,
box here. I'm gonna show to the main camera
burgers.
for this, but yeah. You guys see that? It's just that's awesome.
That was pretty cool.
What's the pin?
Oh, there's a pin?
Yeah. Oh, it's the Bob's Burger pin.
Bob's Burgers. Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of Bob's Burger stuff in there.
Yeah,
actually.
it's an insane amount.
I don't even know that much about Bob's Burger.
Nor do I, to be honest.
Besides the fact that there's a man named Bob and he does burgers. That's my extent.
Gosh, look at the table cam. That was such a great addition.
Yeah. Oh, and now now you will have Rick flipping off the camera for the entire time.
I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of make it look, the t-shirt look a little prettier here. Take that off.
Let's see.
This
is a lot of
now I'm a little mad.
Why? This is
The one time I'm not here. Animation, just animation going through my head.
Yeah. Aw. Well,
there we go.
Well, we'll have little Rick here for you to cheer you on.
He's gonna be on the table cam the whole podcast.
Yeah, he'll
just
be,
right there.
Yeah, just sitting there in all his glory.
Sitting there in all his glory.
Yeah.
I can't believe they sent us 2 cozies right now. That worked out perfectly.
Yeah, it was 2. 2. But yeah, like
that's great.
I don't know why the name Slurm sounds really disgusting, and it's like now
it's almost like it was intended.
Well, yeah, that's the idea.
Hey.
Alrighty, so now that we got that intro out of the way, how was your guys' week?
Pretty good.
Pretty relaxing.
I've done a lot of stuff to advance into being a little baby boy into being a big baby boy.
Ooh.
Like, I finally have a debit card now.
Nice. Welcome to the adult world.
And my number is 57999999995.
Wait, say that again. You need to write that down.
Yeah, it's like
you just totally gave someone.
It's like somebody's who's watching this. Like that's their debit card number. It's like 5679999999995.
I bet that's someone's. You just ruined someone's life right now. Just
great.
I don't know how you just ruined it.
Now it's like someone deposited like $15,000 out of their checking account. But yeah, now I've got a debit card, and I actually may possibly get a job as a bank teller, which is like that's interesting. It was funny because like now that I've been able to drive, I'm going to more places, and I've just been seeing everybody I know already have a job except for me. It's like fuck. Like I saw I forgot her name, and I feel so awful for her. But she's in our film and TV class, and she knows clock. Like you were with them for a while. She was
talking Lindsay. Carissa.
Lindsay, yes,
okay.
Lindsay. I was almost gonna say Lucy. I was like, that's not it. That's not it.
No, Lucy's the other one.
I'm sorry. I am like named deaf for some reason. But yeah, like
you're not the worst person I know.
Saw her at Bookman's today when I was going to get stuff.
Cool.
I sold a lot of shit, and also
what kind of stuff?
I sold a bunch of shitty PS2 games that I had that I didn't need anymore, and now I got Animal Crossing, so it was all worth it.
Oh yeah. Fun fact about that, when I was at Buckman's, I got that cool Iron Man helmet.
Yeah, we
you
saw
got an
that.
Iron Man helmet? Or what was it?
Yeah.
Oh, like so that's where you got it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
It was like from a costume on Civil War, and I just modified it. You know, a little.
Dope.
Yeah, it looks really cool actually. I'm trying to make it glow. That's like the next key. Trying to make it glow up the eyes.
Go and make it glow.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
But also another funny thing was with Bookman's when I was there. I was looking at like game stuff because like that's the first thing I go to when I go to Bookman's most of the time, and like I saw something that for like a couple of seconds I thought was like a like something you hook up to your TV to your computer to look at like the games you're playing, and it was like, fuck yeah, I'm gonna get that. And then I looked closer at it before I bought it, and I was like, oh wait, it's just an adapter for like SNES games. Okay.
Wait, what did you think it was?
I thought it was like a thing for my GameCube so I could play it onto my computer so I could stream it, but it wasn't. It was just the freaking like the cables. Like,
cord?
It's like the cables that you have to put into the TV, like the red and
yellow
and white ones. I was just like, oh, okay.
That would have been great if you bought it and then got home and was like, what the heck?
Yeah, and also
I spent $5 on this.
By the way, also, so I couldn't get that, but I got Animal Crossing and this cool thing for my GameCube, which was a Game Boy player, which is essentially like, you put this thing at the bottom of your GameCube, and then you can play Game Boy Advance and Color and regular Game Boy games for...
Did you say what I thought you said?
Yeah, of course. Of course I did.
Alright, cool.
I had a moment of... Wait, did he?
Yes.
Look, everything is... Everything is...
He meant it on purpose.
everything is funnier if you turn game into gay. Like the Gay Cube, the Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance,
Game Boy Advanced.
the Galosphere.
Oh dear God.
But yeah, it's like, yeah, look, it's working right now. See,
I'm just picturing what that would be.
Game Boy Advance. It's
just the Game Boy has evolved.
and it's just like his pecs grow bigger. But yeah, that's what I think of now every time I do that.
He just grows wings and a pride float just grows from the ground that he's standing on.
Yeah. Also, like, I think of, like, stupid names for, like, every type of gay console. Like, they call the PS4 the PS4 or the PS3. That's just what I call it now. Because I can't think of anything else.
Alrighty, well.
Anyways.
Let's jump into the actual podcast.
Yeah, probably. Before we go into something worse. Like,
yeah.
X-Boner.
Let's just get started before I just decide to run.
Thank you for letting us know about the name change. Now I recognize you.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's go ahead and jump into this. First on the list is War for the Planet of the Apes.
I haven't seen it.
I saw it.
You talked about it briefly, but it was, I believe, in a kind of spoiler-free sense of like
it was just kind of
standard thoughts.
What I thought of it, just in general, kind of thing.
So,
and also, I saw it the full time this time, and not having ruined by people pulling the what happened at that theater. So now I saw it in its entirety.
So you got to see that ending.
Yeah, I got to see that ending. Boy,
that was some ending. So,
goddamn.
Since you got to talk about it last time, I'm gonna start, and then you can kind of add on to my thoughts here.
Yeah.
And this will be spoiler free. The
God.
first thing though is that War for the Planet of the Apes is the wrong name.
Yeah, definitely. I'd say more like not battle. Like
I don't know if it has any of those kind of names. Almost. Here's what I thought. I thought the names were reversed.
Yeah.
The new one should have been called Rise. The second one should have been called War, and the first one should have been called Dawn.
Yeah, I'd say that actually that would fit more.
Yeah, if it went Dawn, War, Rise. The movies are still the same, but swaps those titles.
Yeah, like
this is really the Rise of the Planet of the Apes.
And also,
you don't for the Planet of the Apes.
You dawn before you rise.
Mm-hmm. Which is why it would make sense if Dawn came first.
Yeah.
And then it went to
War and then Rise.
That's my thinking.
Rise.
That's how I, after watching the last one, went. That's the order I will put the titles in.
Yeah.
With that said, if you know it's not a war for Planet of the Apes, it's good. Like,
yeah. It's like it's more kind of like a conflict that kind of happens and then just gets put.
It's
to
the
side.
end of the war for the Planet of the Apes.
Pretty much, yeah. It's like it's like it was kind of already going on. And it's just kind of like dying out now.
Yeah, it's like the last bit of that war. So you don't actually see much of the war. With that said, opening scene or even opening act, best scene, probably in my opinion, in the trilogy, aside from the Caesar saying no at the pet thing.
That will never be
the second best scene.
That scene will never be beat, in all honesty. It was perfect. Beautiful. But
the last act I really enjoyed.
Yeah.
Second act was very exposition based, but I was okay with it.
Yeah, like it was alright in that sense. Like it was able to kind of like it was mostly just like a bunch of action and traveling, and then at that point it was like, alright, now let's kind of explain a little bit what's actually going on.
Yeah, you get action in the beginning, exposition, action at the end. But I honestly, it's definitely not my favorite of the Planet of the Apes trilogy, but it's still really good in my opinion.
Yeah,
it definitely works with the trilogy.
I'd say it's probably like second favorite for me. I like Dawn as my favorite.
Dawn is my favorite as well.
Yeah, but like I really love it. I guess like some of the complaints I have are there are points where it's like I'm trying to think of like what I haven't already said. I know I said like some of the scenes kind of felt a bit forced. But, oh god. Well, I say most of the scenes, but then there's just like some things there's like, wow, really? I remember. I think I made a joke about it on the podcast, like, it's ape-apocalypse now, haha. And then I was watching it, and I saw the graffiti background, and there was ape-apocalypse, and I was like, that was a joke, I didn't mean it, guys, come on.
And, in all honesty, I say the second act is a lot of exposition. With that, there is so little dialogue in this movie, which was very refreshing, to where there's only really one scene that is technically exposition.
Yeah.
Everything else that I said was exposition was more so just building towards the climax.
Yeah.
Where it's not action, but it's not really exposition.
It's
that,
kind of a middle ground.
Yeah, it's to where it's like, it's how the characters logically have to get from point A to point B. It's not exposition in the sense of they're narrating how they get from point A to B that everyone understands it. It's more so just them walking there.
Yeah, it's not just like they're in the jungle and then like 5 seconds later it's like, now we're in the snow because we made it, I don't know.
We have feet and walked.
We have feet and walked. It's
because why not? Just go in the jungle. Mess around.
The dialogue aspect of it with how little there was actually reminded me of Baby Driver, to where in the sense of there was so little dialogue, you really hung on to the words that were said.
Yeah, like what was said has had more meaning and purpose to it. But yeah, like I agree with that. Like even some of the moments with I forgot even what his name was, but the guy who basically controls that little
Woody Harrelson's character.
I'll just call him Woody Harrelson because I don't remember his name. But yeah, like his character, like even for some parts where it's kind of silly, like what he says, like, oh, there's still like something interesting behind him in the way that he talks about like what's been going on. Also, one thing I gotta mention, and is this still kind of spoiler free ish?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
I won't say what happens in the end, but can I just say, like, I was also joking like about like Apocalypse Now references, but that last moment was literally just a big ass Apocalypse Now reference, and it was like, okay, guys, like it worked good, but like all I could think of was just like they literally just like used the exact same shot style that movie did. like if I could have like a moment where I could do like not spoiler free, I would kind of say like what moment that was, but I think you might know what it was.
I think I know.
Yeah.
I will say with this movie, it's an amazing trilogy. It was the perfect way to end the trilogy. It is the Caesar trilogy.
Yeah.
Put Planet of the Apes aside. This trilogy was about Caesar.
Yeah. It was
like it's the perfect arc of Caesar.
Yeah, it's like the you got the beginning, which is like him rise. Is that why it's called Rise?
Yeah.
Holy shit! I never thought about
Yep.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
In a movie called Rise of the Planet of the Apes.
The Planet of the Apes.
You just realized why it's called Rise.
I was 10.
He rises and screams no.
Anyway,
but like he rises then like I don't understand why it's even called Dawn in the second one, but like just like second one is like he is basically at the peak of his powers, and then third one is like, wow guys, we're kind of in a shitty situation, aren't we?
Yeah.
So let's get out of here.
So, let me also say my biggest fear with this is people will go into it expecting a war movie with apes. This is not that.
Yeah,
that's my only fear is people will judge it based off that. That's the biggest problem they have. It's not War for the Planet of the Apes, which is why I don't get why they called it that.
You know,
I feel people will go in with false expectations.
If it wanted to be accurate for like what most of the movie felt, it should be called Schindler's List of the Planet of the Apes, because God, it was depressing.
It was super depressing, dude.
Yeah.
It had me at the edge of my seat going, that guy's totally gonna die next.
Shit.
No, that guy's gonna die next.
Like,
no, she's gonna die next?
There was like...
No, he's gonna die next?
Yeah.
I was at the edge of the seat going, oh my god, who's gonna die next? Because the way they started it, I was like, well, that's a really nice character. I can't wait to see more of. Oh no, they're dead. Or okay, well that character.
No, I want to see it.
Like
nice.
it's so chaotic to where your heart is constantly either going, they just killed that person off,
also,
or oh my gosh, who are they killing off next?
Yeah. Also,
so basically, an episode of Game of Thrones.
It's Game of Thrones with apes. Like
okay, that's good to know. Thank you.
One thing I kind of also want to mention is like. This movie is rated PG-13, but like, fuck, is it violent?
It's surprisingly PG-13. I thought you were kidding when you said that on the last podcast. No, there are some scenes where you're like, there are like kids who could be watching this, and they just
there were kids who were watching this.
They just did that. Well, and a lot of it you don't see, but then you get what just happened, and you're like, oh god. Oh, that's dark.
Like when I said
oh my god.
Like when I said Schindler's List for the Planet of the Apes, I kind of meant that both metaphorically and literally.
It is surprisingly dark.
Yeah, but it does in a way that doesn't feel like forced in the way that's dark. Like that.
Dark of the Planet of the Apes.
Dark of the Planet. The Dark Knight of the Planet of the Apes. Oh, God damn it.
But no, it's the darkest film in the trilogy by far.
I guess that
No
makes sense,
comparison.
though, since it's kind of like it's, I guess, in a way, Caesar's downfall by the end is like...
Yeah, it is the film where Caesar... we'll talk about this probably in a movie review or something more spoiler format, but
Yeah.
what it does with Caesar's character is so interesting.
Yeah.
It puts Caesar in a place where he's never been before, and it challenges who he is, which I thought was amazing to see. But
As a character.
with that said, we need to move on.
We probably
We
should.
talked about this way
please
longer than I
do.
thought. The next one on the list, Luke, you're gonna go a little crazy. Dunkirk.
Oh yeah, that was really, really good. And by the way, we saw it in 70mm.
Definitely. I have to agree with Christopher Nolan. If you're gonna go see it 70mm or
if
IMAX.
it's
If it's available.
and like convenient, I guess. But yeah, like it looks amazing in that format. It's just like super, super crisp and clean, and it's got nice cinematography, but also fuck is it intense.
Yeah, and
Like
I can't entirely read your name. I want to say,
Son Goku NXGAH.
Son Goku. Hi,
That's,
welcome to the.
Yeah,
That's a
let's
weird
go
name,
podcast.
but cool.
I like Goku. He's my favorite. I watched
Is
too
he
much
your
of that
favorite
fucking...
anime?
I'd watched too much of that fucking show when I was 9. Okay.
Alright.
But yeah, like hello, welcome to podcast.
Yeah. So anyway,
This is a
Dunkirk.
podcast.
Yeah.
Luke, take it away.
I would definitely say it's probably my favorite movie I've seen so far this year. It's got like it's kind of interesting. Like for a major budget film, it has a way that they do war movies. The way that they did the war movie here is like it's not like anything I really ever saw. It doesn't even feel like it has a beginning or a middle. It just kind of it just plops you down at some point during the Dunkirk event and is just kind of for an hour and a half just lets you live in the moment.
There is no 3-act structure there at all. In that film.
I mean there is an end, but it's kind of more in like a sense. It's just like the
And
event's
it's not
over.
really even an end.
Yeah.
It's just kind of like, hey, Dunkirk done. Yeah. Like,
Yeah, Dunkirk is over, but yeah, like just the way like when it begins, it's kind of just like, hey, you're here now.
Yeah.
It's just like you just plopped in.
No welcome or anything. It's just like, boop. Welcome to Dunkirk.
Hey, here you are. But yeah, like the way and also just like it's uses sound design, cinematography.
Oh my
and all
gosh,
that. Sound design. Was,
Oh, it better win an Academy Award for
I'm
that.
pretty like pretty much every single war movie at like the Oscars usually wins a sound design award.
This one especially though,
Yeah.
was just phenomenal.
Yeah. I also feel like it should win cinematography personally, but that's just me.
But yeah, and color grading as well.
Oh
was
yeah, the color
fantastic.
grading.
There are some really, really pretty shots.
Yeah, like especially like the silhouette-esque shots in the movie. That those look really.
Yeah, and I won't say what there are. There are 2 shots in particular that you and I talked about.
Yeah, we talked about.
When I was watching them in the theater, I was like, "Oh my god, that's beautiful."
Yeah, it was just.
Oh,
I wanted to cry.
but yeah, very.
You wanted to cry?
I'll actually. I just remembered something I'll talk about when we're finished talking about Dunkirk, though, and I think you might know what it means when I mentioned I wanted to cry.
And also, I'll let you kind of talk about this. We kind of talked about this with War for the Planet of the Apes, but dialogue.
Oh, yeah.
So there wasn't really.
If you feel like War for the Planet of the Apes had like little dialogue, this one basically has little to none in comparison to that one. Because it's pretty much essentially just. It kind of makes sense, I guess, because like the events were just more of like a chaotic event of just like we need to live, and that's it, guys. I don't really care about talking to you people.
And I don't necessarily
Alright, cool,
mean
get to the point.
to justify this, but
Alright.
there is no character development whatsoever.
Yeah,
And I even go so far to say there aren't even really characters in this film.
Yeah,
what the characters are really a vessel for the story, so you don't know really anything about them. You can still kind of feel with them and empathize towards them because they're people, but outside of that, you don't know what their life at home was like. You don't know why they're here. All you know is that they want to go home.
Yeah, they just want to survive and get out of here as quickly as possible.
You get nothing aside from that.
And I think I understand. I also had another. I remember I talked to you. Is like maybe the reason they did that was to just kind of show like the weight of the war kind of like waning on them. But another reason I thought of was I remember I told you about how Christopher Nolan said I kind of wanted to make it like a VR experience without the goggles.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's also kind of like another thing, like, you know, how...
Well, VR doesn't have a lot of people sitting around campfires talking about their personal life?
Yeah. What?
Whoa.
I love that
have
Oculus
it.
game.
That's my favorite.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, it kind of has more
Game
of,
of
like,
the year.
a reality sense. It's like, I guess, like, you kind of project more of yourself into the characters than, like, the characters actually have anything to project in general. So, yeah, like, you kind of, like, think, like, especially the way they use shots, it kind of feels more of just, like, you're looking through their eyes instead of just, like, that character is someone I know.
Yeah. With that said,
Ish.
the shot design was really interesting. How
Yeah.
what they decided when it came to what shots they used, what shots they chose to put together. It was really interesting to me. Like, I noticed it watching in the theater going, oh, that was an interesting choice. Oh, okay. Oh, wow. Like, that was my entire, like, internal thing watching the shots, like, what sequence they put them in and things like that. I thought that was really interesting.
Yeah, like, definitely. Kind of like, there's shots where it's like, everybody's looking at a certain direction, but, like, and then you get these intense close-ups of just, like, something from far away for, like, an extended period of time, or just, like, just shot for shot from, like, looking at the character to what they're looking at kind of thing.
There
for
was
most of the
a
film,
lot of
actually.
close-up, long shot. Close-up, long shot.
Yeah. And again, like, maybe that's also to kind of represent, like, well, first, like, okay, so this is what the character's looking at. Now, boop, you're looking at their perspective for a couple of seconds. There we go.
So, Raphael, do you have anything to add with Dunkirk? Have you seen it yet?
No, not yet, but now I am, because, you know, what you guys talked about mostly, about, like, you know, the whole idea of it, like, you know, the point of views and all that sounds really good, so I may see it.
Pretty good.
Yeah. So next on the list we have, we'll either have a bit to say about this or nothing at all, I feel.
I have something.
Valerian.
I saw it today.
I still need to see that too.
I saw it, I enjoyed it, but it's not a good movie, I'd say. Like,
that's kind of what I've picked up on.
Yes, like, it has really, really nice visual effects and kind of a cool soundtrack. Like, they used David Bowie at the beginning, and that was super cool, but, like,
Ground Control.
the acting, yeah, it was that song, actually, Ground Control, that made
I knew
the
it!
bomb. Yeah, because space, get it?
Well, I'm gonna listen to that now, so...
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, the acting is really shitty. Let me just say that. The acting, like, in some
Really?
is, like, really bad.
Damn.
Yeah, but then again, then we have things like, this may be the best thing ever or the worst thing ever
No, go ahead.
in your perspective, but, like, there's just, like, some things that are just very strange, and it's, like, why they're there.
Bless you.
Like,
Thank you.
Ethan Hawke as a cowboy space pimp was a thing.
Wait, what?
Ethan Hawke as a cowboy space pimp.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, I know. But, like, that was one thing, and then, like,
Space Pimp.
then I guess, like, I forgot who it was. There's, like, a famous singer in the movie. I don't remember her name, but, like, I think it was, like, Rihanna or something like that.
Really?
I think. I don't know why. That's the only thing that comes to
Why
mind.
does Space Rihanna sound awesome to me?
I don't know.
That does.
I
wouldn't mind seeing a full movie about that.
That's the only thing that comes to mind, but I think that's what it was. But, like, it was basically she's, like, a shape-shifting, like, burlesque dancer. And
So-
that was a thing, yeah.
So, what you've said, basically, is confirming my expectations and series for the movie.
Pretty much.
So, I guess my notes for this is, I'm excited about it from, like, what you're saying, the visual aspect of it.
That looks really dope, but, like, yeah, the story makes no fucking sense.
And, I did some looking into in the research of, like, the pre-production, and the director had a really awesome take on how to do the City of 1,000 Planets or whatever.
Yeah.
Because to make sure there were no really duplicates and they could get the 1,000 different races in, he had artists from across the world drawing, like, a handful of the alien designs.
Yeah. Like,
so there are so many different alien designs because there was so many different artists working on it.
Yeah.
And they weren't allowed to see what each other were doing. They could have no influence on each other's work.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah,
that's pretty smart, actually.
Yeah, like, that was
He's
actually
always
really
guessing.
Cool. Yeah, like,
so
the designs felt very, very unique. Though, I do say that, but like there were a couple of designs I look back, it's like that looks like you just ripped that out of the Fifth Element because hey, you directed that.
I was gonna say like, well, if anyone can, it would be him.
Yeah.
You know, I would have done.
What?
You know, I would have done if I was a part of that. I would have just made it exactly look like some private part, just for fun. So how's this? Will this do?
I'm pretty sure there was at least one alien that I saw that looked like a penis, but I don't remember which one.
I mean, with 1,000 different races, I feel like it's unavoidable.
Like one,
like you could make a rule like, okay, make 1,000 different aliens, but none of them could look like any genitalia. You would run out of ideas before 1,000 and go, crap, I guess we're doing this.
You
now.
would.
Okay.
You would actually.
There's
just
no way. That is completely unavoidable.
Yeah. Also, like, one thing that I found interesting was not just, like, the movie itself, but, like, the comic that it was based off of. So, apparently, like, this was, like, a French comic in, like, the 1960s, but, like, it pretty much inspired, like... It kind of inspired, like, almost all of sci-fi up to that point. Like, there was some design stuff that was basically, like, stuff from Star Wars.
It was the original sci-fi. So, like, Star Trek, Star Wars, they're all based off of things from... Valerian.
Yeah, and also like other stuff, like not just like sci-fi, but stuff like Samurai Jack and other shows.
That's
but
cool.
yeah, like
which sucks because if Valerian sucks, it's like, well, now the foundation for everything we know and love apparently sucks.
Yeah, it's like wow.
Yeah, okay, that's cool. Wow.
The stepping stone for all science fiction was kind of shit.
And with what you were saying about the acting, I don't know if I expected this or I'm surprised by this. Just because when I realized like, oh my gosh, Dane DeHaan and Cara Delevingne are in this movie. Wow, that means it's either going to be really good or really bad acting-wise.
Yeah, like
it's a total 50-50 toss-up there.
Pretty bad.
But
that's good to know.
But
Thanks,
guess what?
man.
I'm not here for that. I'm here for silly action scenes with cool visual effects, and it does that, so it's fine, I guess.
I feel bad for both of them, to be honest. Like, look at Dane DeHaan's acting career.
Yeah,
he started off like way up here.
Yeah,
and then it's slowly going like, oh, I feel so bad for you, buddy.
And I feel like it kind of. How long after Chronicle did he make Amazing Spider-Man?
It was pretty quick.
Like 2014, he made the Spider-Man, I think.
Oh, okay,
I think you're right.
So like Chronicle was like
14. Yeah.
Okay, so like
or was it
Chronicle
15?
was
No,
2012. It was like it was good.
Let me look it up.
It's like. I think it was 2014 actually, but like Chronicle was 2012, and it was like maybe whatever it did in 2013. I don't know. It was like it's all right, you know, like
I was right. 2014.
Okay, good. And then 2014 was like
yeah. So like I feel bad for the guy because he got such a good start, only for everything else he's been given and gives his all and tries. It just doesn't work out for him. But
also like just another thing that I just remembered was. One thing that I found was interesting was, like, this is apparently one of the biggest budgets for an independent film.
Wow, really?
Like, it's all
I'm not surprised.
It's independently funded from what I've heard, and it's like, that's good, but, like, it's like, it was independently funded, but also it's fucking bombing at the box office, like, jeez. Though then again, there's also foreign markets, so who knows?
That's true, who knows? China might love Valerian.
Like with Transformers, like, that's actually been...
Oh my god.
Like, if it wasn't for China, honestly, that movie would honestly be failing right now, but it's not because China exists.
Yeah, but, like, in regards to...
I'm looking at the budget for this. It's a giant budget for that movie.
Yeah, it's like 180 million something.
No, actually 197 mil. Looking at it now.
And what I was saying with DeHaan, I kind of feel the same way about Cara Delevingne, just because, like, I've been following her acting career and modeling career for a long time now, and I just love her personality. But every movie she's done recently, I go like, come on, you can do better than that. Yeah. I know you can do better than that.
Literally, the only thing I know that she was in was Paper Towns, and I had to kind of struggle myself to even remember that, because I actually don't remember anything about that.
I liked the book of Paper Towns a lot.
Okay,
that's a whole... I did 2 movie reviews on Paper Town, so I've talked about it enough on this channel. Here's
you did a spoiler thing?
I did a spoiler talk for Paper Towns, but
actually
not
go for
the Dark World. I legitimately made that choice.
You did it for that, but not for that.
Yeah.
What?
So that's past channel. Warpath, you mentioned this. We talked about it earlier. It says pre-recorded because technically this video is going up Saturday, so it's pre-recorded in the sense that it's not Saturday live. It will go up Saturday, but it won't be live Saturday. So it's live technically, but not in its normal sense.
Yeah.
But anyway, now that we have movies out of the way, let's start talking about Comic-Con. And just FYI,
boy.
Now I can probably say this fairly confidently. This will probably be a 2-hour podcast. I was thinking we'd avoid it by not doing Cards Against Humanity. But looking at the fact that we're already about 45 minutes in, and we're just getting to Comic-Con.
Yeah,
we are. All right. Let's try to. How about for every topic, we just talk about it for 5 minutes, and then we move on to something else.
I'll set a timer. So.
All right, because let's say like we talk about Justice League, then we move on about like an MCU thing, or I don't know.
Oh,
yeah.
Like, you see what I'm trying to get?
We'll do the timer.
This just reminded me of one thing that I just want to briefly mention. It's not even going to be like a minute long, but for our 70mm screening of Dunkirk, they showed the Blade Runner trailer in a 70mm format, and I cried.
Have you done a trailer reaction to any of the other
No,
Blade Runner stuff?
Well, for one thing, it was because like I couldn't do Blade Runner because like I had stuff that I needed to do, but I still had the availability to watch it. So I was like, "Fuck, I just want to watch it now," and so I did. And so I was like, "I can't do a reaction now because I wasted my first reaction to it." Great.
Yeah. Alrighty, so
also just because I don't think I'd be very good at them.
Anyways.
Alright, and Luke, go ahead and lean a little closer. But we're gonna get started with Comic-Con first on the list, and I'm gonna get the timer set. The new Kingsman 2 Golden Circle trailer.
Oh yeah, that
the red band.
I'm excited for that. I
Here.
really am. Yeah, I think it's gonna do good. Let's just hope that like now like every second sequel to like every franchise, hope that it doesn't suck. Or hope that's like better than the first one. Let's just hope for that.
Yeah, like,
I love the first Kingsman movie.
Oh man, that's such
right.
I have a lot of people I know who actually really don't like Kingsman. As like I don't understand that.
Really,
I love it.
Yeah,
it's
so
the best.
good. So good.
It's great.
Yeah.
It's like there's a lot of people I feel who think it's like supposed to be a serious like spy film. It's like no, it's just,
no,
it's like a dumb joke
like
around like
it's
spy
a
film.
spy
making fun of
the spy comedy.
007 thing. Sort of like make fun of good old 007.
I mean, look at what they are putting out for the second one.
Yeah.
The American version is called The Statesman, and they're all cowboys.
They're all cowboys.
How
with,
can
like,
you think that that's serious?
Like, they're all cowboys with, like, flasks and massive shotguns.
The lassos. Oh my god.
They have an American
so
flag with fucking, like, parachute.
How much you bet that? How much do you bet that hat has a gun in it? Just like out of random.
Like,
that'd be great. What if they
or
have
like
or a bazooka?
A frisbee he can
the
throw
boat
that
says
cuts
USA.
through stuff. Like, it's gotta have something. But anyway, yeah.
With
the
a boat
Red
that
Band
says
trailer.
USA.
Red Band trailer was great. My favorite part was the random F-bomb.
Yeah.
At the end by Channing Tatum. It was just so abrupt
I forgot
and out of nowhere.
I forgot to mention that too. It's like not only are they like. Of all the most American things they do, I think the most American thing was him just randomly saying "fuck yeah."
Yes, and the fact that it's Channing Tatum representing America is great.
Yep, that
Channing
sounds
Tatum
about right.
in a fucking cowboy hat, yelling "fuck yeah."
It's
pretty
awesome.
much. It's the best. I love it. I want more of it now.
Mm-hmm. And I love that they're rated R. They get so much more freedom.
Oh, I know.
And I'm so excited for it.
Yeah, and
they push it to the limit, which is amazing.
Oh yeah, like the last
like
one
Deadpool.
definitely did. Oh,
I mean, in the first one, the main character chose anal above morality.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, pretty much. That, cause why not?
I mean,
yeah. Well, they didn't show it. So
good point, but like still, it was like.
We'll count this as part of Kingsman. Did you guys see the Archer Kingsman crossover?
Yes. That was so funny.
I love
Archer.
I actually haven't seen a whole lot of Archer. I should though. I heard it's good.
It's really good. You'll like it. They've gone better with the animation.
Yeah.
It's bravo.
I like the animating style. I haven't had a chance to get into the show, but I feel if I just sat down and started binging some episodes, I'd get into it.
Yeah.
It gets good. It gets good. It just makes fun of the whole James Bond, like, oh yeah. Like, you can't say you're an agent. Well, what's the point of, like, saying that...
if I can't say it?
Yeah. Blah, 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 blah. Which is really funny. So, if you ever get a chance, please watch it. It's really hilarious, and you'll just have a good time watching it.
Yeah. So, Warpass asking if I have Dead by Daylight. Quick answer, no.
What's Dead by Daylight?
What the hell is that?
It's a zombie game.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
But no, I do not.
It's
you
like
wish?
zombie games for me kind of seem to meld into each other after a while. It's like,
If I
They all
bought
feel
one,
the same.
to be honest, it would probably be 7 days. Just because they've been putting out some good updates for it. And,
yeah.
like, that game, when I was considering playing it, it was such a joke.
Yeah.
But now they're actually to the point, like, oh, okay, you're actually treating yourself like a normal game.
Yeah.
Okay, good for you. But
Yeah.
anyway, next on the list, Luke, you're going to have a lot of fun talking about this one. Disaster Artist.
Oh, yeah.
Take it away. Explain,
So,
what is Disaster Artist?
Disaster
Yeah,
Artist.
what is that?
To explain the Disaster Artist requires me to explain a movie called The Room, which is a movie made in 2003 by a glorious, wonderful man named Tommy Wiseau, and is considered to be one of the worst and also one of the best films of all time, because it's so awful in like every single aspect. It's amazingly hilarious. Like that moment that it was in the trailer for it. That's just like one like 6-second moment in the film. But The Disaster Artist is a movie about the making of The Room, and it stars James Franco and Seth Rogen.
And they do such a good job.
Yeah.
James Franco wearing a black wig.
Yeah.
It's the most amazing thing I think I've ever seen.
Oh god, if you think that looks funny, oh god, you should see what the actual person looks like.
I
Jesus.
did.
You did? Oh god.
Yeah. Which, let me clear something else. I don't know if you made a note of this in the trailer reaction, because I don't edit those, believe it or not. But when going into it, I didn't realize it was the making of The Room.
Yeah.
I thought it was making of Room, which was a good movie.
Yeah.
So I went in, as soon as I saw the wig, I was like, this isn't what I thought it was.
Yeah, it's like, you were just like, it's almost like kind of just like, I feel like I'm in the wrong place right now.
It's like when you walk into the movie theater and go into the wrong auditorium.
Yeah, it's like you're going to watch like something like, I don't know,
going in to watch
romantic
Dunkirk
comedy.
and accidentally see like Emoji Movie or something.
Yeah, oh god, that'd be the worst thing
back.
ever. Jesus Christ.
But it was like that for me. I was like, I quickly realized, oh, this is not what I expected, but I loved it so much more for that.
Yeah, also, can I just do like a quick little like thing just to say, for anyone who's wondering if I'll see Emoji Movie, no.
What if I buy your ticket? So
I'll
can
hate
do a
you
movie
because you
review?
paid money to make me see the Emoji Movie. I'm not giving money to that fucking trite
So,
garbage.
back when Ivan was a part of the channel, we had a legitimate conversation where I said, would you go see Norm of the North if I paid for your ticket and you did a review on the channel? And he had to legitimately contemplate that life decision that he would have to make.
Here's the thing, like, I would do that. I'd say yes because it's just some dumb garbage or whatever that, like, has a budget of $5. But, like, Emoji Movie is, like, they put so much money in, like, there's probably, like, millions of designers and animators on that who have so much talent and they could do some amazing work. And they wasted on a fucking Emoji Movie that will be, like, outdated within, like, I don't know, maybe, like, 3 years, I'd say.
In all honesty,
Or
that
in a
movie's
day.
going to make so much money it's stupid.
Fuck everybody who does that, honestly.
And secondly, it's probably going to be good enough they're going to do an Emoji Movie 2. Let's be honest here.
They made Patrick Stewart play the fucking poop emoji. Nick, I'm not paying to see
What?
it. You didn't
I
know
didn't hear about that.
Patrick goddamn motherfucking Stewart is the poop emoji.
So, here's the thing.
Wait, oh, we're talking about this.
If
Alright.
they're
sorry.
showing
Wait.
that movie in IMAX, I would be half tempted to buy you a ticket to see it in IMAX so you can do a review on this channel.
Nick, look, I kind of want to, but like I know it's gonna make its money
What's the
back,
problem?
but like I have like
It's a moral thing.
Yes, honestly, like, here's the thing, like, there's like, some movies, like, I'm trying to think, like, a good way to describe this, like, like what I
It's
said,
bad.
there's so many, like, great people that they probably put into, like, this project, but it's on emojis, like, unless if
Yeah.
it gets good reviews, I don't
I
have
doubt
any-
it. I sincerely doubt it.
yeah, like, it's pretty much, like, an almost positively not gonna happen, but, like, just
Let me see the cast. I'm gonna look at the cast right now.
Patrick Stewart is in the cast, like, and just think about,
Yep.
like, all the money they put into that animation, like, and I like to think, like, you could use that animation for, like, a smaller budget thing that could be, like, something, like, incredibly powerful, or do something, like, the studio has never done before, but you're doing it on emojis.
So let me go ahead. I need to address something in the chat. I just realized. He asked about Dead by Daylight. I was thinking of Dying Light, not Dead by Daylight. Dead by Daylight is actually an amazing game that if I had more people to play with, yes, I would buy and play.
What is Dead by? Is it
it's
like
a multiplayer horror movie game? Think of it like that.
So basically like Left 4 Dead.
No, like think. It's basically a thing where you're in this small map. One person is a creature, so it's like they have like ghosts, they have just a normal chainsaw killer and all that, and your goal is to turn on the generators hidden throughout the map so you can escape, and the ghost or monster's goal or the killer's goal or whatever is to kill all the survivors.
Oh, okay. So
it's actually an amazing game.
That sounds really cool.
I would totally buy it, except I don't have people to play it with. But no, it's a fantastic game. The DLCs they put out are amazing for it, and it's such a good game. Unlike the Friday the 13th video game, that is complete garbage in my opinion, and I will not play that. Dead by Daylight in the Friday the 13th game, literally a ripoff of Dead by Daylight. That's how good Dead by Daylight is.
Nick, we need to continue on Comic-Con.
Yep, I know.
I'll just say like one last thing about the Emoji Movie.
Oh god.
Maybe I will watch it, but I'm not fucking paying for it. I'll pay for Dunkirk and then sneak in the Emoji Movie.
Wait.
Fuck you guys.
Anyway, so next on the list, this one, the next.
Oh my god! Hold up. I'm sorry, but I'm looking at the cast and like you remember like that show What's Your Waverly Place? The kid who plays Max. Yeah, he's in the Emoji Movie. He plays Alex, and I feel bad for his career already. Yep.
Oh, no.
We're gonna move on and not talk about that because I feel that could be a whole discussion.
Yeah, let's move on. I'm sorry, I just had to say, just like, I feel bad for this world.
Yeah, the next three we won't need 5 minutes to talk about. I feel they're all fairly smaller topics. 3 different TV shows, 2 TV, 1 Netflix. Inhumans, Krypton, and Defenders. So let's start with the Inhumans.
Oh
show.
yeah, Inhumans.
I'm excited for that.
Was that the one?
I saw like the trailer. Has good chemistry.
Was that the one that kind of looked like X-Men?
Yes, it is. It's the MCU's version of X-Men.
Oh, okay. Because I was kind of like, with that. In all honesty, mainly just like, this may seem weird, but I was kind of like confused by the fact that they were like promoting it was filmed in IMAX because like
it's a show.
It's a TV show, so it's gonna look kind of average. So why film it in IMAX if it's just gonna look average?
So, to be honest, I'm not a huge Inhumans fan. The only one I really care about is Black Bolt, and you don't even see him a whole lot in the trailers.
Yeah, like he's not very prominent.
It does kind of worry me there. I will say. It feels less like X-Men and more like Teen Titans to me. Yeah. Just based off the characters they picked. It's like, that's supposed to be Beast Boy. That's supposed to be Starfire. That's supposed to be Robin. Like, it feels very much like they're trying to put Teen Titans in the MCU.
Yeah.
When the Inhumans
in their own way.
It's a legitimate comic book franchise, which, I mean, I never got into it. Again, Black Bolt's the only character who I thought was kind of cool. Other than that, I'm like, I won't watch the TV show. If anything, I'll look up clips of Black Bolt to see if they do him well. Yeah. That's the only thing I care about with the show, really.
Yeah, kind of.
Plus, you got a big dog, so you got that.
That's cool.
Though I will say, his brother looks like he's going to be a very interesting villain in the MCU.
Yeah.
It reminds me of their Netflix villains. It's up to kind of that caliber.
Yeah, it's like we have to like see from there, kind of like, but like he looks.
Well, it's gonna be on Netflix.
No, I was saying it reminds me of the Netflix Marvel.
Oh, my bad. Sorry.
It's gonna be on normal
TV.
ABC. Yeah.
Oh,
but I don't know. I've even when they said it was going to be a movie that was going to come out like 2021 or 2019, even back then I was like, okay, maybe it will be okay, but I'm setting my expectations very low. Now that it's a TV show, A, I think that's the better way to go. And B, it, though, makes my expectations go even lower. Because that's Marvel saying, oh, that wouldn't do well as a movie. Let's just make it a TV show and kind of push it under the carpet. Like, it makes me doubt it more.
Yeah.
I find this kind of funny due to the fact, like, how they used to talk about it. Like, the fact, like, this is going to be a movie. Then they got rid of it. Then it came back. Then they got rid of it. Then it came back to be a series.
Yeah,
which, you know, I find it kind of funny. Like, now I see, like, the trailer and everything. Like, all right, is gonna work. Finally.
Well, yeah,
cool.
though it kind of just shows that they don't really care about it at this point.
Yeah.
They care about it enough to not say we're not going to do it. They care about it enough to do it, but they're like, well, whatever, we'll put it on TV.
Yeah.
Anyway, the next on the list, though, we have Krypton.
Oh yeah. Which
I haven't seen that yet.
I don't know.
I haven't seen the trailer. How was it?
It's a Superman prequel show without Superman.
Yeah.
It's like it's like a prequel to Smallville almost. Like that's how prequel it is. It's basically a show about what Krypton was like before it blew up.
Yeah.
Which they can't do a whole lot with that, I feel like. Because on Krypton, it's not like they all are superheroes, they're normal people. So it's basically space politics with hinting of Superman.
That sounds exciting.
Which, in my opinion, you guys probably have different opinions of Man of Steel. I liked the Krypton part. It told me a lot about Krypton that I wanted to know. With that said, I think it told me everything I needed to know about Krypton. I don't think I want to sit through a 5-season show talking about the downfall of Krypton when I enjoyed the 20 minutes they showed in Man of Steel and could be content with that.
Pretty much, yeah, I'd have to say the exact same thing, like, in all honesty, considering the fact that, like, people on there aren't really any different. Like, they're basically normal people, like you said, and, like, Superman's, like, when he goes on there for, like, superpowers or whatever, so, yeah, it's basically just space politics with maybe, like, some cool animals showing up sometimes.
I mean, yeah, it's like, but would you watch seasons of a show for that?
No, I wouldn't even watch, like,
more
than 3 episodes.
Yeah, like, I don't think that's another show that I probably won't watch.
Yeah. It's just, like, it's gotta show me, like, something that's, like, okay, maybe that might be interesting, but it hasn't. It's just shown Superman logo, and I
don't think it will. That's what they have to brag about. It's like, hey, this show, we have the Superman logo. Will Superman be in it? No, of course not.
What?
But we get their logo.
But yeah, like, then there's just, like, you got, like, 5 seasons of space politics, but we got a Superman logo showing up every 5 seconds, hey! But
like,
yeah...
Gotham could barely pull it off. And they started out rocky. Yeah. They're starting to make a comeback, but, like, it was hard for them to do a prequel show. And they still get to use Bruce Wayne.
You know what's funny? Like, I remember when I said I probably wouldn't watch go past 3 episodes with Krypton if it was basically just space politics. That's actually exactly what happened with me for Gotham. It was, like, 3 episodes, and it was like...
Like, because it's not a Batman show.
Yeah, it's not.
You gotta look at it as a crime show with Batman sprinkling throughout.
Yeah, just like set us for Batman to become Batman at some point.
Still, it's a crime show. They have Bruce Wayne in it. If you're a comic book fan, you can't watch it as a Batman show. You have to watch it as a crime show with Batman Easter eggs.
Yeah.
But how do they do that with Krypton? That's like, hey, you like watching House of Cards or you like watching Madam Secretary? Well, imagine watching a new show of that with Superman sprinkled throughout.
With Easter eggs that pander and don't do anything at all.
I feel like that has less of a chance to succeed.
Yeah, like, unless if it is something that is not what we're thinking of, then yeah, it's like, I don't see it really being very good or successful.
So now moving on to the only one of these that I might watch, Defenders. So, I feel like Netflix Marvel shows they started out fantastic, but since then they've gotten rockier.
Yeah.
Daredevil Season 1, loved it. Jessica Jones, loved it.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
I miss?
We're talking about Defenders now.
Alright, cool. I want to see that.
Yeah, Luke Cage, I thought was alright. Iron Fist haven't even started.
Okay,
yeah. I'll give my opinions on the shows. Daredevil, I didn't see. Jessica Jones, I didn't see.
You didn't see Daredevil?
No, I didn't.
That's the best one by far.
Really?
Yeah, dude. It's so good.
Daredevil Season 1 is amazing. Season 2 is okay.
Yeah.
Season 1 is one of the best shows I've seen.
Yeah. I haven't seen Jessica Jones. I've seen, like, about 4 episodes of Luke Cage, and I actually enjoyed them a good amount. And I saw 1 episode of Iron Fist, and I never watched it again because it's fucking awful.
So you watched the 2
I got a story for that.
How did you do that? Jessica Jones, great. It takes a little while to get into it, but it's great. Daredevil Season 1, fantastic. One of the best shows I've ever seen on Netflix.
Yeah.
Season 2 was Luke Cage I thought was And again, haven't started Iron Fist. Raphael, what are your thoughts on the Netflix shows?
By the way, can I just
say...
but
no! We only have 5 minutes. No. No.
I'll let you
sorry.
go. Go.
Okay, so, Daredevil, I love it. I hope they make more. I think they will. Iron Fist. Me and my brother saw some of the episodes when it came out. After that, we got so bored of it that we just didn't finish.
Yeah.
It was bad. I can tell you that. It wasn't.
It was pretty awful. By the way, can I just say?
Well, I hate it. Okay. Jessica Jones. Haven't seen it. I want to, but I don't know. Sorry, man.
I live for trash.
Okay. Who's the other character again? I forgot his name.
Luke Cage, right?
Luke Cage. I want to see that. I haven't seen it yet. I heard most good things about it, like from you, Nick, and.
Well, that's saying something because I said it was okay.
Yeah, exactly.
I've heard all good things. It is okay.
Yeah. Oh, by the way.
Yeah, that's what I like. If it's okay, like, oh, it can't be like, oh, it must be good. Okay, that's all I have to say.
Okay.
Daredevil #1.
I just want to say, oh god damn it. Just a couple of seconds ago it was 4:20 and I was just like, hey guys, it's 4:20 over here.
That's what happens when we delay you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I guess my final wrap up on Defenders is I'm skeptically excited, which I am sad to say I feel about a lot of things nowadays.
Yeah. And honestly, I don't know if I'll really watch it, mainly just because I've only seen Luke Cage in an episode of Iron Fist, and Iron Fist is awful.
You have to watch Daredevil Season 1.
Alright, yeah, I'll start
Both of you should watch Jessica Jones. Again, it takes a little while to get into, but it's probably the darkest thing Marvel's done.
Yeah.
It's actually, no, it is the darkest thing I think Marvel has done.
Yeah, I've heard a lot about that. It was, like, very kind of mature for its...
It's Marvel tackling rape.
Yeah, that's what I heard. It's like, that's pretty dark.
Goddamn.
But I'll watch it because I heard it's good.
I'm scared.
But yeah. So,
no, I don't want to watch it.
And also Luke Cage is in it.
Yes,
also,
that's where he starts.
Okay.
But anyway, next on the list,
want to continue?
We have Justice League, the trailer for that.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Which we also saw a 70mm trailer
actually,
for.
Raphael, I'm going to have you start. We haven't had you start yet. What are your thoughts on the new Justice League trailer?
Justice League. When I first saw the trailer, I thought it was pretty good so far. Like, well, I see most clips of it. Like, all right, this could be good. I don't know. I like the guys playing. The only one character, don't judge me on this. The only one character I'm excited for is Aquaman because
I'm excited for Aquaman too.
Yeah, how they redesigned him is pretty badass, and the guy who's playing him is, I gotta say, a really cool dude. Yeah, he's a cool dude. I feel like if you hang out with him, like you'll just have a good time. Yeah, You'll just end up having a barbecue with him, next to the ocean, just having a good time.
Bro.
I don't know.
Yeah, he's
the actor
an awesome
is such a bro.
Yeah,
if you've seen him hang out with Ben Affleck, he starts every encounter off like he's sore, like ha ha ha, my brethren.
Yeah. He's like the Thor.
He's basically Thor.
Yeah. Okay, but I do like most things, but. I don't know, like, I thought the trailer was okay. The only parts I got excited for was Aquaman. Like, oh yeah, we got Aquaman, we got
Aquaman's
Flash,
cool.
Batman, I don't know, we got Cyborg, that's alright. Wonder Woman, hell yeah, I don't know. But around the end when they show, like, hey, they knew you'll come back, so, take care of their mess, just try to fix everything over a minute or 10 minutes that you're in the film.
Yeah.
That's my guess. Superman's gonna be in the film for like 10 minutes.
Yeah,
agreed. I kind of feel like
that's it.
Which I think is fine. It's making it so the Justice League doesn't depend on him.
Good point.
Yeah, me too. I just feel that's gonna happen. Like, all right, 10 minutes of Superman, or hell, even 20. I don't know. That's my theory right now. He's just gonna be there for 10 minutes, like when all hell is breaking loose. Like the Justice League can't stop. The General. Yeah, then he kicks his ass and like he screams like, "Oh!" He accidentally killed another guy again.
So, I guess my thoughts on this is probably my favorite of the Justice League trailers, cause you can totally see the difference that Joss Whedon has made.
Yeah.
Cause I saw a side-by-side comparison of shots we saw in the last trailer, shots we saw in this trailer. First off, the color palette is so much more refined.
Yeah, it looks a lot better.
Visually pretty. Steppenwolf, I actually think looks really good.
Oh yeah, I remember you saying about that in the trailer reaction.
Yeah, the only thing, and they definitely tried hiding this, his face.
Oh yeah.
They really tried not to show it because of what I'm about to say. It looks a little weird. To be fair, it looks better than how Steppenwolf looked in the comics. He looked oddly human.
Yeah.
Where in this,
that is true.
He looks less human, but still a little too human. because he looks like an old man.
Yeah.
His face is just
kinda does.
pale and wrinkly.
Yeah, just like.
Which
Hello.
I paused
Just
the
like
frame.
just like Wonder Woman.
I paused a frame in the trailer reaction. And I'm like, okay, it looks like they took his face from the comics and just wrinkled it up and darkened his skin. Which, again, is an improvement on the comic book version, but still, like, for an alien demigod, that's the best you could do. His armor, amazing, looks awesome.
Yeah.
The face looks...
Yeah.
Also...
Just like Wonder Woman. I'm just saying. Just like the villain with that.
Yes.
Oh,
like,
I thought you were
okay, I thought you were talking about Wonder Woman as a whole.
I was like,
but...
how fucking dare you? It's like...
Wait, what? Say it again.
Again, I agree.
I thought you were... Sorry, I thought you were talking about Wonder Woman, like, specifically, like, when you said...
No, just like the villain of Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
Just like you see an old man like, hello, I'm you know, the god of war, hello.
I swear, if Stephen Wolf is a British old guy, I'll give up on DC.
I'm gonna laugh.
That's gonna be like their, like, you know how, like, Marvel, their villain is just, like, some blue person who wants to destroy the world? Now it's just gonna be some old wrinkly British dude who wants to rule the world.
But anyway, I agree. I think Aquaman looks great. He's probably my favorite looking person in the Justice League right now. Batman, I think they got close. If they made his eyes white instead of black, I'd love it.
Yeah.
In addition, well, I think the CGI looks way more refined in this trailer. There are still moments that don't look perfect yet. And I think that Cyborg, my problem with him, I now realize isn't the CG, it's just how they designed him.
Yeah.
He looks way too scrawny.
Yeah.
Cyborg is a big, bulky dude.
Yeah.
Look at his arms. His arms are twigs in this.
Yeah. And also, he says booyah a lot, which he doesn't in here, so...
I would have loved it if we had a scene in the trailer where Cyborg just skims along, turns his hand into a blaster, shoots up some parademons, then goes, booyah! And then cuts to the Justice
That would have been great. Maybe we'll do that
also,
I'd love that.
I also kind of noticed, like, you know, they're still working on the CGIs with Aquaman scene, basically, where he jumps out of the building. I noticed that, like, oh, okay, that's CGI right there.
It looks better than the Aquaman riding the Batmobile scene.
True, I just hope that they get it right, like, when it's finally done. That's what I hope. Like, it's not just about, like, oh, okay.
So, Caden, just to let you know, we still have the peppers from the charity live stream because we didn't get to it. I have no reason to eat them now. I just want to let you know that I'm saving them to be eaten at some point.
It's like when you're in a room and you just say that you have a gun somewhere. It's like, I have it. I'm not going to use it yet, but I will.
Yeah, in fact, let me put this on the cable cam. Just so you guys can see it the rest of the stream.
Oh, was that, whose phone was that?
That was mine saying that we're done talking about Justice League.
Oh, wait, can I just say one thing?
Alright.
One last note.
Okay.
It would be really funny if, like, that moment, like, that part, like, where they're showing, like, it's you. It's glad that you finally showed up, but in actuality, it's just Ryan Reynolds as Green Lantern. It's like, I was like, fuck.
To be fair, it's definitely Superman, but they leave it open-ended, like, what is it?
Who could it be?
It could still be the Green Lanterns, because I'm pretty sure Stephen Wolf said that the lanterns are gone, meaning there are no lanterns protecting Earth right now, which still means that Ryan Reynolds could be part of the universe and they killed him off or something, which is why there's no Green Lantern protecting Earth right now.
Yeah, sure. End of the movie, they killed Ryan Reynolds.
Like, just imagine, though, if it was just actually Ryan Reynolds. Like, no, we're addressing that god-awful movie. He still exists. And everyone would be like...
They never said he's not part of the universe, to my recollection.
Yeah.
They never said he's not.
You want to continue?
Yes. So next on the list, we
just
have
continue.
Thor Ragnarok, the new trailer for that.
Yes.
Raphael, I'll let you start again.
Alright, so, the trailer, I gotta say, on YouTube right now, has 20 million views. It beat, like, you know, Justice League the day it came out, which I think is really funny because DC can never get the spotlight. It can never get the spotlight.
I think it's funny.
Yep. Always the second, like, you know, first is number one. DC, just sit back down. You can't fight MCU when it comes down to it. You can't. Yeah, what I liked mostly about the trailer is that Hulk can talk. I like how they made Hulk way better. He looks 10 times better. I really like how he looks now. It looks like he got a haircut too.
Yeah,
haircut, darker complexion. Yeah.
Yep.
He looks a lot better.
He can speak more, so they got that from the comics of like Thor, like
Yep.
Yeah.
like Hulk World or something. I don't know. Hulk.
Yeah.
Well, that's something they've done.
yeah.
There are a lot of different iterations of Hulk. Some where
Yeah.
he's I Hulk, I Smash, and others where it's basically just Bruce Banner talking through Hulk.
Yeah.
And Hulk,
Yeah, like,
he
hello,
can talk
I'm
normally.
Hulk.
You know
Which
what's-
Kevin
Yeah.
Feige's been hinting at for a long time. He's
Which
doing a
is good.
transition that he wants that to be their Hulk. So he's been trying to transition Hulk to talking more, and this is a movie where they're like, screw it, let's just all in.
You know what's like
Yeah.
kind of weird though?
It kind of goes with like, you know, he goes to a different planet, you know,
Yeah.
can speak more, you know, it fits. So it
Yeah.
fits with the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One thing maybe it was just me, but it sounded like he had like a Russian accent while he was Hulk, and I don't know why.
Kind of.
Like maybe it's just the way, like the lines he was saying. It's like Hulk, like smoldering fire.
I'm guessing it's just
Maybe.
the inflection
I guess.
in
I
that
guess.
scene
Yeah.
they chose, but
Yeah.
that would be an interesting twist. Like when he disappeared in Age of Ultron, he went to Russia and they launched him up into
Yeah.
space.
Like
You in
Take
Mother
me
Russia
home.
now. We will launch you into space, brother.
he's just like we are.
I really
come
hope
to
they
the
explain how he
Soviet
got there. I
Union.
really hope they do.
I think it would be funnier if they don't. If
Yeah,
Hulk
he's
is
just
just there,
there.
and he's like, I don't know how I got here, dude. I'm gonna be honest
He
Ah.
just like like
Maybe. I
just,
feel like
like-
they'll do that.
he just like
Ah.
Hulk jumped into heaven, and he's just like, hey guys, how's it
He
going?
went to heaven.
Yeah.
He went to
Hulk
heaven.
Kevin.
Sunset.
Hulk died and went to space.
Hulk
like
Hulk died and went to Hulk heaven.
God has this thing like, do I send him to hell? Do I send him to heaven? Screw it,
Ah.
space.
Space.
Go send you to space.
We'll
Go
send
meet the
him-
Guardians. They'll be
We'll send
funny.
him to like that one like Viking place, or whatever the fuck it's called. Yeah, whatever. I
You
don't
mean
care.
Asgard?
I know that's I
Yeah.
was just joking about that. I was like, God is like, God, I don't want to send him to heaven, but I don't want to send him to hell either.
He's done some good. He's
Where's
done some bad.
Yeah,
Hey,
a
Phil,
little bit of
what's that
both.
Viking place?
Yeah, we'll let the Norse take care of him. Odin, you deal with this now.
No, I just like to think he's like God's like at a desk and he just like leans over, and is like, hey, Phil, what's that Viking place called again? Asgard.
Asgard?
Ew, that's gross.
Yeah.
All right, let's send him there.
Odin says he's a god. I mean, we'll make it his
Yeah.
problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, like,
And then, like,
he feels.
Like,
Yeah,
they
sure,
send him
why
to Odin.
not?
He's like, God fucking damn. I don't want to deal with this
Anyway,
shit.
so yeah, the tone is different. I'm so glad they're going with the Planet Hulk storyline.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna
Me
make this
too.
movie so much better with that.
Yeah.
The tone, the tone is different. I'll have to wait until I see the movie to tell if I like it or not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm glad they're taking a risk and going with that Guardians theme.
Yeah.
It's just weird seeing Thor with short hair and a gun.
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah.
I
It was
ki-
weird.
I kind of feel I could kind of get it from the director that they got for the film, because he's basically done nothing but comedies up to this point. But yeah, it just seems weird though now. It's like he has a gun and now it's all like quippy and stuff, and it's like, is it like,
Is it still the same character or?
yeah, is it just
What's going on here, guys?
Is it just an excuse for another Guardians film, or will they actually do something to like address this?
Yeah.
I
Anyway,
want to say a bit of both.
Maybe.
so next on the list we have the new Netflix show with Will Smith, Bright.
Oh yeah.
Luke, what are
Oh,
your thoughts on
I
it?
don't know.
It looks really bad in my opinion.
Well,
But-
go ahead, talk about
well,
it. What are
that's-
your thoughts?
Well,
here?
for a couple of reasons. For one thing, do you know who Max Landis is?
No, I do not.
No,
He
not
is-
a clue.
He's the son of a
Is he
famous.
important?
He's the writer of the film, but he
Mhm.
was like the son of a famous film director, like John Landis. But like he's done
Okay.
stuff like he wrote Chronicle, which was good, but then he wrote stuff like Dr. Frankenstein, like or whatever that new Frankenstein film
Oh,
with Daniel
gotcha.
Radcliffe came out. And so he was writing this, and I was like, oh, I don't know about this, guys. And then I saw Will Smith was in it, and listen, like, I liked Will Smith
Huh.
at a point, but like, when was the last good Will Smith movie? Not like including Suicide Squad, of course.
Yeah, wait, what do
I
you mean
mean,
Suicide Squad was good?
Independence Day.
Yes,
He
and that was
was-
1996.
Yeah.
Men in Black, the first one?
When was that? Was that before?
No,
or after?
it was 97 actually.
Oh, so it was after.
Oh,
yeah,
really?
then Men in
Oh.
Black.
Yeah, by year.
Yeah.
But yeah, like,
No, I think
but
what,
do you see what I mean
like,
though?
Yeah, I do. That was.
I think the one that broke his career
was
was
20 years ago.
I don't know, some cowboy movie.
Holy crap.
Oh,
ruined his career.
Wild
Yeah.
Wild West.
Yep, that's what ruined his career a little.
Yeah.
So
But he was managed to get work, but at that time it kind of, you know.
Yeah, it's like kind of.
Yeah.
Can we address the fact that Men in Black is 20 years old?
Holy shit! Yeah, it is.
20 years? Holy shit.
Congratulations.
It's in 97.
Yeah, 97.
It's 2017.
20 years, man. That's fucking...
Dang.
Wow.
Oh, that means my
That's-
favorite. That means my favorite movie is also 10 years now.
Well, I
What's that?
feel old, man.
There'll be blood.
20
Oh, of
years
course,
of
yeah,
Men in
yeah.
Black.
Yeah.
But anyway, so my thoughts on Bright is I'm a little bit more optimistic towards it, just
Sure.
because it reminds me a lot of. Do either of you know the game Wolf Among Us? that
Yeah, like,
Telltale did.
I like
that
kind
is
of the
good game.
concept around it. I'm just
Yes.
more
I
worried
love
about
the game.
execution.
I loved Wolf Among Us.
Yeah, that
just
was
that,
fun.
just that it was
Hell yeah,
a
dude.
dark version of the fairy tale universe.
Yeah.
That was
Right?
awesome to me, and the fact that this feels like a similar version of that, I like, and the fact that there's that subtle racism and racist tones in there.
Yeah.
I
yeah.
think
Yeah.
that's kind of interesting,
Yeah.
especially
Like, why
the
should I
fact that
trust you? You were, like, you know, you're the big bad wolf. Why
Well,
should I
the fact
trust
that
you?
Will
Ooh.
Smith, an African American, is being racist towards what even was that race?
Like a
I couldn't
Pixies
tell.
or something like that.
No. I'm talking about the other cop.
Oh, the other
What kind
cop. I
of
think it was
race
like
is
a
that?
troll or
Troll?
something.
Yeah, I just find that so
What?
interesting on a standpoint of what our society is like, because it's obviously trying to mirror our reality. Because when you see the officers beating up that troll,
Yeah.
you
it's
see
like,
the troll having to decide, like, whose side am I on here?
yeah.
Because odds are the troll did nothing wrong, and the cops is supposed to represent.
Yeah, like the cop situation recently in America kind of
Yeah,
thing.
like I
But
find
yeah.
that fascinating.
Yeah, like that's a cool concept and I like that. It's,
Hopefully, it's executed well.
Yeah, that's my issue.
Yeah.
Also, one thing I forgot to mention was like I also remembered David Ayer, right? Is that how you say it?
Yes, David Ayer.
was directing it, and I have to keep reminding myself, like, just because someone does one thing that I did not like doesn't mean that what they do next is going to be awful. But
I think as a director, he is very stylistic.
yeah,
So
like, I
I'm
can agree on
interested
that.
to see what this style choice will be. I feel like Suicide Squad, that was his style for that. It doesn't necessarily mean everything he does will be in that same style.
It does. Actually, though, now think about it, like, visually, it kind of does remind me of Suicide Squad in some aspects, like, lighting-wise.
It almost, and again, it reminds me of, what was it?
Yes,
There was another Netflix show that visually it reminded me of. It wasn't Stranger Things, but kind of like visually, I don't remember what the Netflix show was, but it reminded me visually of something else.
You wanna?
But,
Shall we continue?
yeah, we're about done with Bright, but, Raphael, did you see the trailer for it, know anything about it?
No, I wasn't hoping to because I don't know. It wasn't. Now that you more like mostly talk about like who directs it, and I don't know. Like I don't think I will see it.
Mhm.
Like, I'll probably
that
see
kind of
it mainly
person.
just because it's Netflix kind of thing.
Mhm.
And, like, that's one of the reasons why I'll probably watch a Death Note, even though that'll probably be hot garbage.
Oh well, I don't know. I want to watch that. That
Yeah.
comes out like after my birthday. So
Oh,
yeah.
well, here's your birthday present.
I don't want it. I don't want it.
I don't want
So-
this.
The last real thing we have to talk about in regards to Comic-Con is something that I had heard news stuff about a long time ago, and just now I guess they put out a trailer for it. It's Ready Player One.
Oh yeah, Ready Player One. I
Oh,
forgot
yeah.
about that. Yeah,
That's good actually. I saw the trailer. That
I know
got really
nothing
excited.
about it outside of the trailer and when
Me
it was
neither.
announced.
Yeah.
Those are the two things I have about it.
One thing was I saw the trailer and I really liked it a lot, but I
Mhm.
also kind of looked into some aspects of like the book itself,
Mhm.
which was I got a lot of mixed receptions from the book, which is it sounds like it has cool themes and ideas, but it seems like it's just a book that shoves in as many 80s references as it possibly can, and it's
Huh.
like, I mean, like the themes, I like the ideas of the themes and use of the 80s icon stuff, but it kind of feels like just the use of the 80s icon stuff kind of
Little
overshadows the
heavy-handed.
themes.
Yeah.
Like, it's basically kind of a, like, getting past the past to look
Yeah,
towards the
I
future.
get.
Yeah.
And, yeah, from what I've heard, it was like, they kind of forget that and just make, like, hey, remember Back to the Future? That was an 80s thing,
Yeah.
right?
That
Wow,
was
people
dope.
like 80s.
And it
The
actually...
only reason.
Go for it, Raphael.
The only reason I saw it because I saw the Iron Giant.
Yeah, like, here's the thing: the trailer for the
whoa.
the movie itself looks like it would be a lot better than the book in some honesty, mainly just because, like, for one thing, Steven Spielberg is directing it, so, like...
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah, and there's a lot of people who say, like, his more recent films have been bad, but I actually like stuff he's done recently. Like, I like the BFG. It's cute. But
yeah, it's not that bad.
Well, and, like, his style, he'd totally be perfect for directing this kind of movie.
Yeah, like, he basically made the groundwork for, like, 80s films for that point. So, like, he's going to be
He'd know how to work with it.
He could do it in a way where maybe he could satire, like, stuff from the 80s and make fun of, like, how silly it looks in today's time. But yeah.
I kind of like it just because from my trailer reaction I did of it, it feels like a mix between what future internet's going to be.
Yeah.
And what future generations are going to be doing when it comes to, like, man, what were the 80s like? Let's see. And then just looking at it through this eyeglass of that is future internet, basically.
That's actually kind of a fun idea. I like to think it's like the people made those 80s stuff were like 80s people, so they like over glorify it, so people who watch it's like, wow, this is the best thing ever.
Also, I got you know what I hope to see? A Jurassic Park thing.
Oh,
just
that'd be
like
cool.
something Jurassic. Yeah, that'd be cool. Like, since most of it's just Steven Spielberg.
I mean, Steven Spielberg.
Yeah. By the way,
I mean, or Indiana Jones. That'd be cool too.
I think it's like I saw it was made by Warner Brothers, so I think it's going
to
E.T. mainly be Warner Brothers type stuff. I don't know if Jurassic Park is Warner Brothers.
Who is it?
I think it was Universal.
You're right. It is Universal.
But yeah, like
then make it. Yeah.
Again, Steven Spielberg. He has enough pull, I feel, if he wanted to use Jurassic Park.
They'd be like, whatever, sure.
Yeah, or E.T. E.T. Anything. I don't know. I want something that I know. Like, hey, this is in here. Cool. I don't know. I want something.
By the way, speaking of E.T., I remember you talking about Iron Giant. That made me really happy.
Yeah, I saw that and immediately went, wait, is that... Oh my god, it is!
Like, yes, that was the best thing ever. Also, it just looks really fun, in all honesty. It just looks like a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And hopefully it's not like all the coolest bits are just like there for like 15 minutes, and then like the rest of it's like in boring-ass Ohio town.
Oh god.
Which...
I will say the trailer park thing looked kind of cool.
Yeah, like it looked cool.
Yeah.
A city made out of a trailer park.
Yeah, like...
Trash.
It looks
just
cool,
trash.
but like, it's one thing is like, I hope it keeps into the VR stuff more, because honestly I would not like looking at that for an hour and a half because it looks pretty gray. Like like the design is cool, but like that's a lot of gray.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, pretty much.
That was almost
I
the
want
intention, because could you imagine that just the gray real world and then the bright colorful virtual world?
Neon,
but
you know,
I feel like
style.
You shouldn't be in that real world for the majority of the film, but still I think that's a nice concept.
Yeah, like I don't mind it being there. I just don't mind it being like the entire movie like Pan was.
Oh, what a mess that film was. Anyway, anything else to talk about Comic-Con wise before we move on?
They had a Blade Runner attraction thing that basically had like a portion of the set from the movie, and it looked super cool. And I'm sad that I can't be in San Diego right now, and that's all I have to say. Bye.
Hey, me
Raphael, any last Comic-Con notes?
Who do you think took over Comic-Con?
Bill O'Reilly. I don't know.
Are you talking in regards of who won, or
basically
like, who was the best Comic-Con thing?
What was the best Comic-Con thing to happen? Like, who won mostly of all that? Like, people were talking about it. Like...
I could say one thing though, and I know this is again another Blade Runner thing, but it was like a small thing from the panel, which was the director was asked a question on like, so why did you feel that you were up to directing this film? And his answer was, because I didn't want anyone else to fuck it up.
That's awesome. That is perfect.
That was great. I was like, yeah, I love you, Villeneuve.
I'm gonna be honest. For me, it's probably Disaster Artist.
Yeah, like Disaster Artist is...
Like, that's the most unique thing. I feel like Thor Ragnarok, cool. We knew a lot of that.
Yeah, it's like
Justice
a lot of
League,
comics,
cool. We knew a lot
stuff
of that.
we already know in advance, whereas Disaster Artist was just like, hey, here's
so
this
refreshing.
thing. That's
so refreshing, I feel.
Yeah, and also, like, this is a weird thing to say, but like the distribution company that did it, Disaster Artist, is called A24.
I was gonna say it's A24, right?
Yeah,
I was about to say A12, but I was like, that's not it. It's
no,
close.
A20. You were off by ×2.
Yeah.
And I was gonna say, literally every single movie they've made in past like 3 years, besides like 2, have been amazing. So it's gonna be amazing.
Every time I see that name, it's kind of a, okay, I'll pay attention to this.
Yeah, like they made the best picture of last year, literally for Moonlight.
Yep.
And so yeah, like I've got faith in them. Like
Alright.
I would be a little bit more skeptical if it wasn't if it wasn't them. Like it'd just be like James Franco and Seth Rogen. Like they're fun, but it's like
It would probably be like an Adam Sandler type comedy.
No, like
Alright.
I just,
Or an interview type comedy.
interview. Yeah, I'd be like, it might be funny for a little bit, but I don't know. But like since A24 is there's like yeah, I'm watching that.
Okay, yeah, I agree. So anyway, now that
All
we're
right.
out of Comic-Con time. Ralph, do you have any other notes for Comic-Con?
Yeah, for me, I think that took over was the leaks on Avengers Infinity Wars. I thought for me that was the huge thing that happened.
Do
I thought
leaks
that was
count?
pretty cool.
Do they?
Well,
Fucking...
I found it just in time, so I saw it.
Though I feel like that's not like, hey, it's Comic-Con, it's time for us to show the world this. It's like, crap, someone found this just in time for Comic-Con.
I saw so many fake leak videos though on that. Like one of them was like, like I guess they filmed it like someone filmed it in their room in the dark on the desktop. But, like it'd have the Marvel logo, and then like immediately it was just Rick Astley. It was like,
I mean,
fuck off.
Yep, I saw that. I saw that too.
Do you remember the after credit scene that had Spider-Man in it that was fake?
I don't know. No.
Because it had such an amazing production value that literally Marvel went, crap, we got to use this somehow.
Yeah.
It was the best funny enough, probably the best post-credit scene I've ever seen, and it wasn't even a legitimate one.
Yeah. Oh wait, I think it might.
Spider-Man outside of the building saying, "Hey, you missed a spot on the Avengers Tower."
I think I remember that.
It's got to be out there. So I'll show it to you.
Yeah.
But anyway, so now moving on to the gaming side of things, which for once has actually been pretty interesting this week.
Oh yeah, since Comic-Con.
How long have we been going for?
About an hour and a half, I think.
Okay, yeah, I can stick in for a little bit. Sooner or later, I have to go and eat food.
The first thing we have to talk about is the Destiny 2 beta came out.
Ooh, that's cool.
Now, Destiny, you got to look at it like this: Year one Destiny is not Destiny.
Yeah, that
when
was
it came out, that was garbage.
bones.
It was horrible when it came out. With that said, everything Destiny 1 wise after the Taken King, fantastic in my opinion.
Cool.
If they had just waited a year and all the DLC was part of the real game, it would have been much better received.
Yeah, I'd say that's probably a good way to put it.
With Destiny 2, I had mixed reactions at first. At first glance, I went, why did they make Destiny 2? This is literally Destiny 1, only with the campaign.
I wonder, though, if Destiny 2 will have the same problem as Destiny 1.
I'm guessing it's going
to.
That's my guess, is that they didn't learn and they're just repeating. Because Destiny 2, graphically, it looks the same to me. The only difference is on PC. On PC, it's so much better, apparently.
Yeah.
PC, it can be in 4K.
Ooh, that's
with like
good.
60 frames a second 4K. On Xbox, though, graphics, you could be looking at Destiny 1 and Destiny 2 side by side and not tell the difference.
Yeah, it's like, oh, it's just the same
GUI is pretty much the same. Literally copy and pasted. The start menu is just the same. All of the stuff is pretty much the same. It would be really funny
if it was like Destiny 2 was literally just Destiny 1.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty sure they just took Destiny 1 and tweaked it for Destiny 2.
Yeah, just like
probably
slightly tweaked.
But that was my first impression. Graphically, gameplay-wise, it's the same. The campaign, oh my gosh, that is what they should have done in the first place. It's a legitimate campaign.
Yeah. Instead of just like whatever.
Yeah, because in the beta they gave you much more than I was expecting. In the beta they gave you the first level of the campaign, multiplayer, and the first strike. Which, if you don't know what the strikes are, is basically the best thing about Destiny were the raids. Yeah. So you did a series of strikes, I believe, to lead up to a raid, which the raid was a super hard mission that you and a team did.
Yeah.
So they gave you one strike campaign and multiplayer. Multiplayer was meh. The strike was meh. The campaign is what stood out to me. Because it actually felt like an actual video game campaign. There were cutscenes, there were characters, and it really made you feel like your character that you created and you play in multiplayer or whatever felt seamlessly in the game.
Yeah.
Just because it gave you an actual villain to look forward to, it kind of showed you the tone they were going through. It felt like, it's almost like what they did with Titanfall 2.
Yeah,
where they looked at the problems and went, okay, I agree. We probably kind of slipped up and went half-ass on this one. Let's fix that with this game, which I feel at least in the campaign they did.
Yeah.
All the other aspects might as well be Destiny 1 with DLC.
Yeah, with DLC basically.
Or a patch, like
just like patches. Like the same
from what
thing.
I've seen, the biggest change to the multiplayer is you can't spam grenades.
Okay, cool.
Otherwise, Destiny 1.
It's just the same thing, except you can't spam grenades. Cool.
So, I have mixed feelings about it. I'm not going to pre-order it. I'm going to wait until the game comes out. And I might even wait a year. Because I'm guessing it's going to have the same problem of year 1 being meh, year 2 and 3 being awesome.
Yeah, it's like, first year's like, oh, and then like rest on for that. It's like, alright, it's good now.
The only problem with that I'm worried about is, do you know how the leveling system works, either of you?
I do not.
No, I have not played the game whatsoever, so...
It's a lot about grinding for levels. So you play the same strike missions over and over to get better gear, thus increase your level. So I am worried that if I start on year 2, everyone else is going to be like a level 500, and I'll be starting at a level 200, and be like, so I have to play this twice as much as everyone else to be able to play the missions that they're releasing.
Yeah.
That's my only holdup with waiting.
Yeah, that's kind of that's kind of
yeah, like everyone's better than you in this scenario.
Exactly.
I'm like, oh,
that's the only problem
I'm all
I have.
small.
But then again, like here's the thing, you shouldn't have to do that if it's for a game that you don't enjoy.
It's really investing. You pay $60 now for a better game experience 2 years from now.
That you just gotta like build up to actually get to that.
Yeah.
Stuff.
It's basically they're teaching gamers how to invest.
Oh,
anyway,
boy.
the next
always fun.
big gaming thing, which we touched on just a teeny bit, is Telltale. They announced their lineup for the rest of 2017 and 2018. To be honest,
I know Batman.
Yep, this is probably the best lineup they've had in a while. The games they announced, we'll talk about this all at once, is Telltale Batman Season 2.
Yes.
The Wolf Among Us Season 2. And Walking Dead, the final season.
Oh!
I love hearing your reaction to all of these. I had a very similar reaction.
We need to find AJ. We gotta find AJ.
I don't know why, but your reaction for some reason reminded me about Joel from Vinesauce. I don't know why.
Now, all three of these I'm probably gonna play, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Wolf Among Us has to be the one that I'm most excited for. Yeah. Because I've been asking for a Season 2 since the end of Season 1.
When was Season 1?
Like done? 3 years ago or something.
Okay.
It was right after the first season of Walking Dead.
Yeah. So it's been a while.
And literally, the reveal they had, they brought in the cast of the first one to read the tweets of people requesting Season 2.
God damn it.
And they go, well, you guys asked for it. Telltale wasn't going to do this, but this is the most requested game they've ever had, so thanks, guys, we're doing it now.
Yeah, we're just doing it now because of the requests that we're getting just for this.
So, that alone is why I'm excited, just because that's Telltale going, fine, we'll do it. I'm like, yes, fine. The game was victorious.
We did it. It's been done. The deed is done.
But to be honest, all three of these I'm excited for. Wolf Among Us, definitely yes. Batman, Telltale, 80% likely I'm gonna play it. The only reason
Too bad, Marco. Too bad.
The only reason I'm a little meh is because on the YouTube side of things, that Let's Play didn't do very well, so I don't know if I want to give it another try, because I wouldn't play it if I'm not recording it, and if I record it and it gets no views, what's the point of recording it? That's the only reason why I might not get it. Walking Dead final season, even if I don't play it, I'm totally gonna watch that, because I love at least watching different people play The Walking Dead.
Yeah, that's kind of the thing, is like, I've only played Season 1 of the Walking Dead games and nothing else, but yeah, like I've seen a lot of people just do all of the games.
Yeah. Which I'm glad Telltale's doing this, because before this, I felt Telltale was losing its grip.
Yeah, I'd say
Guardians of the Galaxy
definitely
was meh.
Yeah.
Minecraft was meh.
Yeah. Well, they're making a second one.
Really? Why?
Yes.
A second of which?
Minecraft.
Yeah, that's right. I did hear that. That's already. I think it's either already come out or it's about to come out. Something along those lines.
No, I think it did. I don't know. I don't care about it.
It did come out. It was the stupidest thing they've ever done. With that said, they've probably made a shit ton of money off of it.
Yeah, pretty much.
But it's the worst game they've
little
ever
kids.
made.
I didn't even play it. I just kind of watched it for a little bit. Like, this doesn't even look like fun. It just kind of looks like boring.
Let me guess. They got some Minecraft YouTubers to do the voices, and it's like, oh,
hey,
I mean, you're not wrong.
Hey, we got Sky does.
They had all the Minecraft YouTubers trying to promote it, basically.
Let me guess. Sky does Roblox, and I don't know. That's all I know.
Anyway, so
Jimmy
what if they make a Telltale Roblox thing?
Oh boy.
I would lose faith in Telltale again.
I would.
But anyway,
I would too.
Do you guys have any other thoughts on the gaming? Any of these games that we mentioned?
Not really.
Did they finish the season of Guardians Galaxy? Did they finish that?
I don't even know. I think I finished the first episode and went,
nah.
Nope, they dropped the ball on this one.
Yeah.
I need to know. Did they already finish it? Because I just want to see the ending of it.
I think it's already finished.
They probably did.
Okay. Because I know that Thanos died. Even though he's
did he really though? I'm guessing they are going to do something like, no, he didn't die.
Know.
What?
Whoa!
Wow.
I don't know.
Yeah.
They did good on DC. They did good on The Walking Dead. But when it comes to Marvel, it's there.
Yeah.
Like a little child.
Yeah. Guardians was very lackluster for me. I went in going, wow, that's gonna be awesome. Came out going, okay, let's not do that again.
No, let's do it 4 more times. 4 seasons of it.
But anyway, I guess with that said, that's it for the J4U podcast.
Ooh.
Episode 21 in our new style, a nice long episode to get us kicked off. If we were to do a season break, this might be This might be the new season. This isn't a new season, but if we were to, this would be it basically.
Oh.
Wait, this is season 2?
No, I'm just saying if we did do seasons on this series, this would probably be it.
Let's make metaphorical seasons that don't exist.
Yeah, for me, this is season 2. Let's just call this season 2.
Is it? Yeah, it probably is.
I call it season 2.
The first episode was like the pilot, then it got picked up and the tone totally changed, but it's the same season.
Yeah.
Yeah, but just with new people and people who are active, and we just talk about, we have a schedule about what we're going to talk about.
This could still be like season 3 though, because then we went live and the layout changed.
Season 3? Well, what?
Again, there are no seasons. It's way too stupid.
I know.
This is still the J4U podcast, no seasons.
Maybe it's just like
to me,
every
this
year.
is season 2.
Maybe like every year is a season.
That's how I would do it, honestly, though.
Yeah.
If we were to do
I'd rather do it every time we get to 20 or something. I don't know. That's how I'll do it.
That's how TV shows do it, basically. Which
exactly.
in theory, we're at it. But anyway, thank you guys for watching this episode of the J4U podcast. And I guess we won't really announce it per se, but I'll hint at it. This is the J4U podcast, which after we turn 5, since this is technically, we might as well count as our 5-year anniversary, more or less.
Yeah, pretty much.
We're gonna have a lot of changes to the channel. And
like
one
what?
of them being that this might not be the only podcast we do. So I'll leave it off at that. But with that said, thank you guys for watching. Please like, favorite, comment, and subscribe. Share this video with all your friends. I can speak English. I do words semi-good, and I speak
Hey, you
nonsense.
sound like me, sir.
I have an idea. I have an idea to end off this video.
Go for it.
A reciting of the plane scene from the Dark Knight Rises.
That's what we're gonna do. So you're gonna do that into the mic, and I'm gonna get set up for the outro.
I'm gonna do as much of it as I can remember, and in the best voice I can, which is the CIA guy has the most annoying fucking voice ever, so I'm just gonna do it like that. So they're driving, and like they're going up to their plane or whatever, and then it's like, "Are you Dr. Pavel?" And it's just like, "Yes." It's just like, "You can't bring friends." It's like, "They are not my friends." It's like, "Don't worry, they work for him, the master mercenary, Bane." Then they fly up on the and then the guy goes like, "Hey," and then they say, "Get up on board, I'm calling him in." And then they're flying, it's like, brrrr. And he said, "My client has set up, it was just me, Dr. Pavel, and only one of you." And then he opens the door and he says, Who is Bane? Why does he wear the mask?" And then he shoots the ground, And then he says, a lot of loyalty for a hired gun. Then you hear his voice, and he says, but maybe he's wondering why you shoot a man right after you throw him out a plane. And then he turns around and he's like, at least you can talk. And it's like, nobody, sorry, wait, just a second. Nobody cared who I was until I put on the mask. And it's like, if I pull that off, would you die? Just a second. It would be extremely painful. You're a big guy. For you. And then they're flying again. It's like, was getting caught part of... Wait, shit, no. Was getting caught part of your plan? Of course! And then they're flying again. It's like, well, congratulations, you've been caught. Now what's the next step of your master plan? Crashing this plane. He gets up. There's like a plane flying over. With no survivors. And then, that's it. Because that's all I remember now.